The Angry Grandpa Show was once a popular channel that was created by Michael, aka KidBehindACamera, who starred his father Charlie Green, aka AGP. If you look at the channel's description, it says The Angry Grandpa Show was created June 19th, 2010. But what if I told you the actual show started years before that? In fact, the show actually started in the year 2007, meaning there were over 100 lost videos made. Videos that in fact were much darker and worse than the current videos up on the channel today. Videos that were orchestrated and filmed by Michael, the kid behind a camera. Now, I am aware that all the videos from the Angry Grandpa Show are in fact fake. However, the lost videos that were resurfaced in 2018 did not come across as fake to most audiences, which even led Michael to be questioned about them in an interview. More on that later. So what happened in the videos that were found? If you're a long-time viewer of the Angry Grandpa Show, you would know of the nephews that were featured on the channel. Angry Grandpa's nephews have been featured in videos all the way back from 2007, where they were filmed getting literally abused. Kid Behind a Camera had another channel called The Life with Mikey Show, a skit channel where Kid Behind a Camera would dress up as the fictional serial killer Michael Myers and film himself terrorizing his nephews, who from the footage look young enough to be in preschool.
I'm gonna give you to it.
Jimmy! Jimmy! Buddy, it's Bubba! Buddy! Come here!
There was also a video found of Michael locking his nephews in his room and forcing them to play violent games, and you can see from the footage here how distraught his nephews look. I mean, not only are there videos of his nephews being emotionally abused, but physically as well. One clip that was also resurfaced was a video of Michael pushing and rubbing his shoe on one of his nephew's head.
He's making a list. So be good for goodness sake.
Yet there are not just videos of Michael abusing his nephews, but videos of Angry Grandpa doing it as well. It is a tradition on the show for Angry Grandpa to ruin Christmas, and in one Christmas video he can be seen shouting and throwing objects at his nephews.
I'm tired of shit. All y'all ever do is buy them gay shit. He ain't queer. He ain't goddamn queer.
I keep putting that present back.
Tired of this, man.
Now this video raises multiple questions. Questions such as, was Angry Grandpa ever abusive towards Michael and his brother and sisters? Well, a video that is still up to this day on the official Angry Grandpa channel features Michael telling a story on how Angry Grandpa threw and smashed a glass jar over Michael's head when he was a child.
And another Nickelodeon show was on. I think it was like f***ing Duck Spin or some bullshit. Tailspin. Oh yeah, Tailspin. And we're dancing to that. And Dad's like, I said shut the fuck up. And he takes this jar and he throws it. And my sister ducks. And then here I am. And it crashes in my face. And I passed out. It's funny to say I passed out from a jar thrown to the head.
Not only did Michael have stories describing his father as abusive to them when they were children, but also his older sister Jennifer, who told a story of how Angry Grandpa had apparently kicked and threw her against the wall when she was just a child.
So what I would do is I would take my blanket and go and turn up the heat like full blast. And then one day my dad finally got tired of it and I was laying on the air vent and all of a sudden all I hear was, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, stupid fuck. And then like Daddy just like kicks the shit out of me. I'm sorry that I'm cussing, but this is what happens. And then, you know, my dad like kicks the shit out of me and then yanks the blanket off of me and says, goddamn bitch, Jenny, picks me up and throws me against the wall. You know, legs go flying, arms go this way and go that way. And I was like, holy fuck.
Bringing it back to the nephews, over 10 years ago, Angry Grandpa went on a radio show where he talked about his divorce story. And during the show, Angry Grandpa told a story of how the nephew's mother, Jennifer, had a boyfriend who apparently threatened the children with a gun.
Jennifer wasn't no saint. Jennifer had a boyfriend that took a goddamn gun and put it to one of the baby's heads and said, if y'all tell your papa that I'm spanking y'all, I'll use this gun to blow your brains out. Yeah, I did the boys from Camper.
It's genuinely disgusting what these kids went through while living in Trailwood. Furthermore, in the lost footage that was found, there was a video Michael had uploaded titled How to Make Super Bowl Nacho Cheese, where he films himself spitting and urinating in nacho cheese and filming his family members eat it.
I remember what, 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. I remember when the Super Bowl, they showed the Hulk for the first time that day. What? Who's that black guy? Jerry Rice. Oh.
Not happy about the defense the last time you played the Giants, even though you won, obviously. What's the priority here? We are told that he is pain-free. That's different from what Brady told us earlier in the week.
Disgusting. After all these videos resurfaced, channels such as Kluster and Primink had videos criticizing KidBehindACamera's past actions. During this time, Boogie was going to interview Michael on the things he was being criticized for. During a livestream, Kluster donated to Boogie asking his opinions on the abusive videos.
Those are just sketches, like when, you know, like the Michael Myers Christmas one and stuff. And that's Mike's answer, and I believe him. He said it's old school shit. It's like he said to me, and you tell me if you think this is fair, but this is what he said to me. He's like, Boogie, it's like somebody saying you beat your wife because you were throwing Pokemon cards at her. Obviously, you don't beat your wife. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. That's what Mike said during the interview, and I'm curious as to what you think, but that's what Mike's answer was during the interview. Those are clearly just sketches.
Now I agree the Michael Myers videos were sketches. You could even see the oldest nephew JC being a part of the sketches. However, some clips from those videos, such as his younger nephews crying and running away from Michael, I find extremely hard to believe were just a sketch. I mean, either the nephews are incredible actors who could cry on demand when they were in preschool, or they were just genuinely afraid. And I'm sorry, you cannot convince me that the video of Michael locking his nephews in his room was a sketch, as well as the video of him shoving his nephew's head to the floor. Fast forward to the interview, and Boogie asked Michael if his father was ever abusive towards his children.
Was Grandpa abusive?
I mean,
and if so, like, how was he abusive? Like, what?
Yeah, define the word abusive. You know what I mean?
Okay, did he hit you kids?
Never me.
Yeah.
He would hit my brother, and he hit my older sister Jennifer. Like, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I've never hit that. We've talked about stories where Dad jacked Jennifer up against the wall because she ripped $1,000 cash and he got pissed. We were very poor.
Okay, but what about the story Jennifer told where she was kicked and thrown against the wall when she was a child? What about the story where Angry Grandpa threw a glass jar at Michael's head? The next abusive video Boogie brought up was Angry Grandpa throwing items at his nephews during Christmas, stating that it was just another sketch.
What about, like, there's one video where he's one of the kids is playing with like an oven, and he called the kid gay. Like, was that, is that how he acted in real life, or is this he's hamming up for the video?
Those were the early YouTube days where we were hamming it up heavily. Right. We had just started getting our first money ever. Like, we'd sold Grandpa Ruins Christmas to break.com for $1,000. We're like, oh my god. Oh, yeah. It's so long ago I barely remember any of this, but I do remember one of my nephews got like a kitchen set or something for Christmas or something. And I think he did make the comment, "He called me gay." Now, Dad was in support of gays.
And that's all Michael and Boogie talked about when it came to the abuse. I mean, Primink described this interview best. Didn't bring up a lot of the actually important problems. Used sad music and arty close-ups, making the whole interview feel forced and not genuine. Did not push for any answer and just accepted all excuses. You ask if he is abusive and he says define abuse. That right there should tell you the answer. Overall, was not a good interview because it was an interview done by all his friends who want to protect him. The interview feels like a way to change his bad publicity into good, and that's all. Something that also caught the attention of viewers was this video Michael uploaded onto his channel, How I Met Bridget. In this video, Michael claimed to have met Bridget on MySpace and started a relationship with her on November 16th, 2008. In this video, he claimed to do sexual things with Bridget on their second date.
She's easy, second date.
No!
Second date.
Alright, yeah.
Second date, week later.
I wanted to.
Yeah, I was like, I was trying to be respectful.
He was trying to be respectful. I was not.
You know you me. She gave me a job.
Man, I did.
And she swallowed.
The reason this video led to audiences criticizing Michael is because when Bridget and Michael met, Michael was 21 and Bridget was 15. Michael went on to explain in a video that he met Bridget when she was 16 and that she had lied about her age, claiming she was 19.
But she told me she was 19, and I believed her because she was already driving and doing her own things and had her own money. I assumed what she was saying was true. And the bad part is, I didn't find out until her 17th birthday. So her mom comes out with a birthday cake and everybody's happy birthday to you. Everybody's singing, I'm singing, and I look, and there's a big 17 on the cake. And I'm thinking, wait, that can't be true, she's turning 20. No, Bridget turned 17, and there was nothing I can do by that point.
However, Michael isn't entirely telling the truth here. For instance, Bridget was 15 years old when she met Michael, not 16 like he lied in this video. Secondly, I am not claiming Michael is lying about the age of consent story and that he's a creep, because the story is probably true. I personally just don't know how Michael did not know her actual age after dating Bridget for 2 years. Moving forward, Michael went on to make a proper video on his first date with Bridget, claiming they lied a lot about what they did in the initial video.
A lot of you may have actually seen a video we put out about our first date. We should not have put that video out, you guys, because unfortunately, and I hate to admit it, a lot of that stuff was fake. Unfortunately, it's now being used against me. I wish I never made that video, but it's out there. Guys, no, I did not pull out my in a parking lot or in the movies or guys, it was all a joke, it was all BS.
Well, no shit, Michael, it's being used against you. In the video, you bragged about doing sexual things with Bridget when she was 15.
Did she lie about her age when we first started dating? Of course she did. Am I glad that she did it? Absolutely, because if she hadn't, we wouldn't be together right now and we wouldn't be creating this life together.
What a strange thing to say. Yeah, I would be glad too if a minor lied about her age, putting me at risk of going to prison.
That's what I never understood about the people that try to get on me for dating Bridget when she lied about her age. Number one, how the f am I supposed to know? I'm gonna ask for her ID. And number two, we've been together for 11 years. We live together. We've created a life. We're getting married and she's pregnant. It's time to move on. It's time to find something else to talk about because this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it.
Oh yeah, I forgot things like this had expiration dates.